Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the city of Greensboro. The City of Greensboro and United Way of Greater Greensboro are introducing a new mentoring initiative aimed at men and boys called 100 Males Mentoring. January is National Mentoring Month. This is an opportunity for City Manager David Parrish to rally 100 men to mentor 100 boys throughout Greensboro. Parrish says if we mentor our younger generation and simply be present and have influence, it could make a difference. If this works, it could change a life, change a generation, and possibly change our community. The city is partnering with United Way's Mentoring Matters initiative to increase the number of mentors and improve the lives of young men most impacted by violent crime. A breakfast will take place on Thursday, January 16th from 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. at the Terrace at the Greensboro Coliseum Complex. Several agencies will be on hand to showcase their mentoring opportunities. Michelle Geathers-Clark, President and CEO of United Way of Greater Greensboro, said each of us has the power to truly impact the future for our youth by simply being a caring adult in their life as a friend and mentor. Research shows that mentors play a powerful role in providing youngsters with the tools to make responsible choices, attend and excel in school, and reduce or avoid risky behavior such as gang activity or drug use. Registration for the 100 Males Mentoring Breakfast is available on the city's website. The City of Greensboro's 2019 campaign to turn renters into first-time homebuyers tripled its original goal. From January to December 2019, the Neighborhood Development Department and Housing Consultants Group, or HCG, helped 317 families purchase a home. According to HCG Executive Director Sophia Crisp, that's nearly $43 million worth of real estate purchased in the city last year. The campaign #100Homes started at the beginning of 2019 with a goal to convert 100 Greensboro renters to first-time homebuyers by December 31st. That number was reached in June. Renamed #200Homes, the campaign then aimed to convert 200 renters by the end of the year. And again, the goal was achieved earlier at the beginning of August, and in late December, the 317th home was purchased. The city campaign is a partnership with HCG, a Greensboro agency the city contracts with to provide housing counseling services through the Housing Connect GSO program. The city provides up to $15,000 in down payment assistance and closing costs as a 5-year forgivable loan at 0% interest. The program is open to first-time homebuyers and potential buyers who have not owned a home within the last 3 years. The Planning Department's annual report on a variety of key economic measures has been published and is available online. The Growth and Development Trends Report for 2019 summarizes employment and average annual wages in Greensboro are up, and unemployment is continuing to decrease. Also highlighted in the report is evidence that poverty has not fallen as significantly in Greensboro as it has in other North Carolina cities. Sue Schwartz, director of the city's planning department, says as we move into a new decade, we continue to see signs of positive economic growth for Greensboro. This annual document, which covers 2018 trends and many others, is available on the planning department's statistics webpage on the city's website. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's news for your health.
About 75% of women sometime during menopause experience hot flashes. Are you feeling the heat? One of the first things that I hear is, well, what can I do about this? What can I do to minimize the chance that I'll have hot flashes? And I usually start at the beginning of the day. The first thing is that nice hot shower in the morning should probably be more tepid, because many women complain, I can't even get dressed in the morning before I'm breaking out in a sweat. I can't put my makeup on. So start with a much cooler shower. The other thing is, as you're choosing the things that you will wear during the day, Choose to dress in layers that you can indeed peel off if you begin to have hot flashes, and then put your sweater back on when that passes and you're feeling more cool. Some of the things that we eat and drink can cause hot flashes, and so if you notice that every time you have a spicy meal, that's a miserable time that evening, then you want to avoid those kinds of foods. And alcohol is a well-known trigger of hot flashes, so you may need to moderate the amount of alcohol that you drink. People wonder about that morning cup of coffee sometimes and whether caffeine is a trigger. For some women, it can be. Exercise, which causes just about everybody to sweat if you are doing it right, can actually minimize hot flashes. Many women, when they're asked whether they're having hot flashes, will say, well, what's that? I try to describe it as a sensation of warmth that can be as little as something that will cause you to wipe your brow, but as significant as something that makes you want to take your sweater off, that can cause your hair to become wet, can cause your clothing to become wet, as if you've just run a mile and then all of a sudden it's gone. And you may actually experience a sense of chill after it's gone. The key is that it's repetitive. It goes away, it comes back. It can happen many times during the day and during the night. Or you may be one of the fortunate women who has only a couple during a day. Once a woman is having some difficulty with hot flashes, one of the main questions I get is, how long is this going to go on? Because if it's going to be a month, well, I can deal with that. But if it's going to be 10 years, maybe I need something to assist me. So usually we think in terms of 7 years as an average, but really women can begin to have hot flashes even before they have the diagnosis of menopause, and it can last as many as 10 or 15 years for some women. There is medication that is designed to address whatever residual symptoms there are. And those medications fall basically into two categories. One is hormones that are designed to give back some of the hormone that women are making too little of to control their symptoms. And one is non-hormonal. A woman should see their doctor at least once a year for a general discussion of their reproductive health. And that visit will include discussions about what is going on in terms of movement out of the reproductive age into menopause, that perimenopausal time frame that can be so disruptive, as well as whether there are any menopausal symptoms that need to be addressed. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope this information has been helpful to you. For more information, visit conehealth.com/menopause. Thank you again. I'm Dr. Vanessa Haygood.
Science, technology, engineering, and math will be put to the test using popsicle sticks. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. For the next 3 months, Loudermilk Street between East Market Street and Holtz Chapel Road will be closed. This is due to a water line installation project. GTA buses and through traffic for that section of Loudermilk Street will be detoured to Pine Street. Again, the closure is expected to last about 3 months. Traffic signs are posted and motorists should find alternate routes to avoid the construction area. After a competitive search, John Decker has been promoted to director of the city's budget and evaluation department. Decker served as the interim director for the past 6 months. Decker has been with the city since January 2011 and has served as a budget and management analyst, special issues analyst, and senior budget and management analyst. The Greensboro native is a certified budget and evaluation officer, a graduate of the local government Federal Credit Union's Leaders Fellowship Program, and a North Carolina Institute of Political Leadership council member. Decker has a bachelor's from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro and a master's of public administration from North Carolina State University. In celebration of National Engineers Week, residents from Greensboro and 5 other Triad cities will compete in Bridging the Triad to see who can create the most efficient bridge constructed with popsicle sticks. Greensboro Parks and Recreation will provide free supplies to kids and adults who want to participate. Registration and supplies are available in any Greensboro Recreation Center beginning on January 20th. The local competition will take place from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday, February 1st at Griffin Recreation Center. Winners from each city compete in the regional competition on Saturday, February 22nd at the same location. This program is designed to introduce and engage families in a science, technology, engineering, and math competition. Participants will compete as individuals in 4 age groups: 8 to 10, 11 to 14, 15 to 17, and adults. Bridges will be judged based on how much weight they will support, divided by the total mass of the structure. The top 3 most efficient bridges in each of the youth categories and the first place in the adult category will advance to the regionals. A prize will go to the group with the most creative design. Griffin Recreation Center is located at 5301 Hilltop Road. In an effort to spotlight and celebrate local artists, business owners, community builders, and essentially the next generation of leaders, the city is proud to partner with Action Greensboro to introduce our Made in Greensboro series. This day, we place the spotlight on Sarah Doggett Evanson and her flair for fashion. Greensboro native Sarah Doggett Evanson is the founder and creative director of Marie Oliver. Sarah creates clothing for women who want something chic but easy. Sarah says the big thing with the brand is the confidence it gives you. Fashion allows you to make a statement without ever saying a word. From her home base in Greensboro, Sarah and her husband Peter run this burgeoning fashion brand sold in high-end boutiques in the Northeast and across the Southeast. Her pieces are made from cashmere and silk and have a loose draping. Marie Oliver has a little piece of both of them. The name itself comes from combining Sarah's middle name with Peter's middle name. The line can now be found in nearly 100 boutiques, including Simply Meg's at the shops at Friendly Center and stores in Birmingham, Louisville, Baton Rouge, Charleston, Houston, and Nashville. To learn more about Made in Greensboro or to see more images taken by photographers Jerry Walford and Scott Mothersbaugh, visit the Action Greensboro website at madeingso.com. The City of Greensboro celebrates diversity in the workplace. Coming up after the break, we'll explore how employees focus on their heritage. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The City of Greensboro employs more than 3,000 people, which makes it necessary to attract a diverse workforce. Retaining a diverse workforce is the focus of the Office of Equity and Inclusion. Joining me now to tell us about the Heritage Calendar is Maria Hicks-Few. She is the city's Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer. Hello, Maria. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Carla. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining me. Always good to see you.
As well.
So as the Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer, tell me about the Heritage Calendar. What is it?
The Heritage Calendar is something that we adopted about 4 years ago, and we actually wanted to make sure that some of the nationally recognized holidays, celebrations that go on across the United States are actually celebrated not just with our residents here in the city of Greensboro, but also our employees. So what we decided to do was to develop a calendar, and we actually took that calendar to City Council to allow them to actually ratify it and make it a resolution so it's good for the entire year of 2020. So what we do is throughout the year, we celebrate, we put recognitions out in the city and communication out in the city to make sure that people are aware of these various events that happen every month.
Okay, so you've explained the need. So the reason for developing this is really to get the employee base to recognize other cultures?
Absolutely, other cultures, other ethnicities, and we're branching out with the help of other departments this year to also help our citizens to understand that as well too. So our goal is to put out some various communication sources to make sure that people understand what is in February. Black History Month, very easy, but do many people know that April is Take Your Sons and Daughters to Work Month? Not a lot of people know that, and to be exact, it's always the third or fourth Thursday in that particular month. So a lot of people don't know that these are nationally recognized events, and we want to make sure not only our employee base, but our residents and citizens know exactly what's going on as well.
Wonderful, and that's a really great way to rally our employees around something different.
Absolutely.
And you learn something, I would think, when you get exposure to other things that you're not familiar with.
Yes.
So the purpose of this calendar for the city of Greensboro for 2020, do you have specific objectives?
Our objectives that we would like to do is just to create, which is our logo for the Office of Equity and Inclusion, or our motto actually, is One Greensboro. We're trying to make sure that we are seamless in making sure that people understand where I might come from and my background as far as my upbringing and, you know, what my demographics are, and also what my coworkers might be, and have conversations that we've never had before. And of course, if that happens here at the City of Greensboro, our hope is that it will spawn out into the community as well too, and we can start having these conversations.
Well, being that we are public servants, I
Absolutely.
think we focus a lot of times internally on the services that we provide our colleagues and our coworkers, and I would see that being a plus where you can be more relatable if you understand, as you said, someone's upbringing or where they come from.
Yes, and it also can serve as a recruitment tool for the City of Greensboro as well too, because part of my role in equity and inclusion in our office is to make sure people understand what the City of Greensboro looks like as far as our demographics of workforce, but also helping other departments understand what the City of Greensboro's demographics are as well too. So some of the events we have are just, I'm so excited.
Yes,
I'm
this
just
is really
excited.
wonderful.
I'm excited.
Now tell us just some examples with the Heritage Calendar of what are some of the highlights that are coming up.
Well, we actually, another wonderful initiative that we started are employee resource groups. They have so many ideas. I'm excited about them. We are ramping everything up with next month being Black History Month. So we're planning on having some internal speakers, and they're also planning on potentially volunteering with another event out in the community, and that will be the pattern for each of those months. We also have recently become, within the last 2 years, a sponsor of Greensboro Pride. So on the calendar, Greensboro Pride actually takes place in September, and we actually go there, we volunteer, we have a table, and we let people know about what the City of Greensboro is, what job opportunities we have, and just being out there with our community. And that's what this is all about.
Well, thank you, Maria, for taking the time to stop by, explain a little bit about what it means to produce equity and inclusion within a workplace, but also this Heritage Calendar. And I'm sure you will have a lot of commitment from our employees, because we are One Greensboro and rally together when we have new initiatives. Do come back and keep us posted on your great work.
I will. We have some other things coming, so I can't wait to come back and tell everyone about it.
Excellent. Look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for a little known fact about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot attend, we broadcast the meetings right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. City Council meetings take place on level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Greensboro Public Library is hosting a traveling exhibit called American Democracy. Featuring artifacts from the Smithsonian and many other organizations, this exhibit explores the challenges and triumphs generations of Americans encountered as they sought to create a government based on the sovereignty of the people. American Democracy sheds light on the history of citizen participation, debate, and compromise from the nation's formation up to today. American Democracy, A Great Leap of Faith was developed by the National Museum of American History and adopted for travel by the Smithsonian Institution Traveling Exhibition Service. The Greensboro History Museum, a Smithsonian affiliate, is the only Southeast location to view the exhibit, and it will be in Greensboro through March 29, 2020. American Democracy launches the Greensboro History Museum's Project Democracy 2020 initiative, exploring the history of American democracy and its best tool, the vote. The Greensboro History Museum is located downtown and admission is free. For more information, please visit the museum's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Lana. The new year is here and there's a lot going on in Greensboro, so let's get started. A pair of job fairs will be held at the Greensboro Coliseum complex to recruit part-time event staff for the Stephen Tanger Center for the Performing Arts. The job fairs will take place Thursday, January 16th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, January 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Approximately 200 part-time positions are available for a variety of roles, including ticket sellers, bartenders, catering servers, crowd management staff, and more. Interested candidates should bring photo identification and resume and be prepared to complete application and background check authorization. For more information, visit tangercenter.com. Beginning this week, the Drama Center of City Arts will present the new play project winner Bags of Skin by Pete Turner. This dark comedy is chock full of uncomfortable laughs. Bags of Skin will kick off the 18th annual Greensboro Fringe Festival. For more information, visit greensborofringefestival.org. This Friday, the hottest primetime show on Fox, Friday Night SmackDown, will broadcast to the world live from Greensboro Coliseum. See Daniel Bryan battle Universal Champion, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns versus King Corbin, plus SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and more. The show kicks off at 7:45 p.m. Find out more information at greensborocoliseum.com. Also on Friday, Greensboro City Council District 3 Representative Justin Outling is hosting a Java with Justin meeting at 8:30 a.m. at Dolce Aroma in downtown Greensboro. The community meeting provides an opportunity for all Greensboro residents to meet Councilman Outling and ask questions in a casual atmosphere. Visit the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov for more information. On Saturday, head over to the Vance Chavis Branch Library for Sip and Paint Renew You. Enjoy a free art class with local artist Jacqueline Johnson as she guides you in painting a self-portrait. Bring a photo of yourself to the library, and Jacqueline will sketch your outlines on canvas. Then she will guide the class in completing their portraits. See yourself in a new light. The class begins at 1 p.m. You won't want to miss it. For more information, visit greensborolibrary.org. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here on GTN to find out about more events happening on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents, and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. Greensboro Parks and Recreation is offering a free new series for kids age 5 and younger along with their caregivers. Miss Shelley's Preschool Power Hour is interactive, engaging kids through arts and crafts, games, and story time. All sessions are on Friday and begin at 10 a.m. and last approximately an hour. Kids should come prepared to get a little messy. Dates and locations for the Preschool Power Hour are as follows: January 17th at Griffin Recreation Center, January 24th at Craft Recreation Center, and January 31st at Brown Recreation Center. For more information, contact Shelley Scott, the Parks and Recreation Youth Program Specialist, at 336-373-7757. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to the city's sanitation division. Residents are reminded about the 777 rule as it relates to your garbage can and collection day. Place containers at the curb after 7 p.m. the night before your service day. All containers should be at the curb by 7 a.m. on your service day, and all containers should be removed from the curb by 7 p.m. on your service day. For more information, please visit the city's website. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro. And now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.